Very good. Thank you, Aneesh. Welcome,
Okay,
welcome.
madam. What about your holidays?
Sorry?
What about your holidays?
Oh, it was good. It was good. Yes.
Okay.
And just a moment. Okay, if your questions are ready, we can start actually. You can ask
Okay,
me
sure.
first. You can ask me
What, madam?
first.
Okay, I will ask you, madam.
Okay.
Okay. Which part you want, madam?
Part one.
Part
Can you
one.
include the do you work or do you study and also accommodation? Okay.
Okay. Study or accommodation? What, madam?
Yeah, you can include. Please include in part one your questions would include. This is a request. Would include the do you work or do you study, and also tell me about your accommodation. So how
Okay.
long you live there?
Okay. Okay, can you start, madam?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What is your name?
My name is Maria Rita Palma Miles. You can call me Rita.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Ottawa, Canada, but originally from the Philippines, born and raised there.
Okay. How often do you stay that place?
I live here since 2007. So from the Philippines, I moved to Canada 13 years ago.
Okay. Where are you staying now?
Oh, I live in an apartment. Actually, I used to live in a townhouse, but now in an apartment in a high-rise building, and it's beautiful.
Okay. Do you like apartment or home?
Since I've lived here for many years now, so I can say that I like it here rather than living in a townhouse. I've been living here. I will be living here, I think, for 5 years in November.
Why do you like apartments?
The one of the things that I like in an apartment is the maintenance. So I don't have to hire someone when I have something wrong when inside my apartment. Let's say my toilet bowl is not working properly. I can just call the management, and that the management will send someone to fix it.
Okay. How do you usually spend your weekends?
Normally, I just spend with my family, but it used to be before the outbreak of the pandemic, it used to be always with my family and my friends. We will always go out. In the summer, we will have barbecue. We will go to the beach and play some sports. That was my normal weekend.
What is your favorite part of weekend?
My favorite part of the weekend is the Sunday. Uh, Sundays are more relaxed than Saturdays, and also in the afternoon, because Sunday morning I want to sleep in. So by afternoon I'm not very busy. I just wanna be with myself. So that's my favorite part.
Okay. Do you think weekends are long enough?
No, in fact, I feel like when it's Sunday night, I feel like it was short, because I know that the next morning I have to wake up early because that's the start of the week, and also back to work.
Okay. Last question. How important do you think is it to have free time at the weekends?
Can you repeat, please?
How important do you think is it to have free time at the weekends?
Oh, it's extremely important because if you don't have free time, it will not rejuvenate you, and you don't have the needed energy to tackle the days ahead, because by Monday you have to go to work and you have to deal with a lot of things. So it's extremely important to have a free time and enjoy. Okay. All right. Okay, it's my turn to ask you questions. Before that, I'm gonna pair Renjith and Jubaer. So Jubaer will be the examiner first, and then Renjith. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Renjith, hello. Good evening.
Okay, so, I'm gonna ask questions to Aneesh first.
Okay, madam.
Okay, Aneesh, your questions. Which do you want? Part 3, part 1?
Part 1.
Part 1, okay. Okay. I'm not there yet. I don't know why. Here we go. Okay, can you tell me your complete name, please?
My name is Aneesh Mohanan. You can call me Aneesh.
Okay, hi Aneesh. I'm your examiner today, and do you study or do you work?
Presently, I am working on hospital.
Okay.
In Kerala.
Kerala, all right.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so your next questions, I'll give you 4 questions. It's about internet, okay?
Okay, madam.
How often do you go online?
Nowadays, I using in online in daily because me and my friends connect with the online platform in social media. For instance, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. So I usually daily 5-6 times I go to the online.
Okay. Next question. What do you use the internet for?
Predominantly I prefer to use internet in reading some books and connect with my friends, because we have to communicate with most of the time in WhatsApp chat, and sometime we went to some Google meeting regarding some meeting about my professional wise.
All right. How do you go online? How do you go online?
Mainly I go to the online into mobile phone because it's portable device. So I think it is very comfortable for me. While I'm going one place to other places, it is easy to take with me.
Okay. Thank you. Your last questions Last question for now. What's your favorite website?
Could you please repeat the question?
What's your favorite website?
My favorite website is motivational talks, because especially regularly I saw some motivational talks in TEDx. So I think I mainly focused on motivational talks about the TEDx. That time I will improve my communication skills also.
Okay, excellent, Aneesh, good job. Now let's give the table to Renjith and Jubaer. Okay, Jubaer, you'll be the examiner first, and then Renjith. I'll come back to you, Aneesh. Okay, after them.
Okay, Aneesh.
Yes.
Okay, Renjith. Hello, good evening. Okay, which part I will ask you first? Part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay, I will ask you from part 3.
Sure.
Okay, let's talk about children games. How have games changed from the time when you were a child?
Okay. When I was a child, we play in a ground where we met our childhood friends and all. So our rapport will be um, at times. However, um, when we when we when I say about the present children, they're more addicted to the internet and online games. They usually play games inside their room and partnering their friends in online. So that kind of change is more visible nowadays, and it has a lot of merits and demerits as well.
Okay, do you think has been a positive change and why?
Well, when I talk about the positive changes, as we know, during this pandemic period, children can't go out and play with their friends, right? So, in these conditions, internet or online games definitely help them to make friends make friends, and they can share the information through one-to-one calls and video calls. So I think these online games are presently helping children to have their time spent in a good way.
Okay, do you think children like playing games?
Well, without a doubt, I can say that the children always love to play games because they were taught in a manner that when they go to school and when they go to a particular park or something, they usually go for play because they are much interactive than compared to the adults. So the love so all the children love to play different games. Some like cricket and some like to play. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think competitive games are good or bad for children? In what ways?
As far as I am concerned, the competitive games are good in children. So by conducting competitive games, we can identify the students who have particular skills, and we can award them as. So that will definitely motivate their students to enhance their existing skills. So by conducting these competitions, some students should definitely lose by chance or because of their lack of practice. So that students should be able to identify their weakness, and they can do better things to win on those games. So I think that these competitive games will definitely help them to improve their skills.
Okay. How can games sometimes help unique people?
Sorry, Jubaer, I didn't heard the.
Okay.
I think
How can games sometimes help to unique people? Okay, now you can ask me question from part 3.
okay, perfect. I'll ask you a question. asking questions about family. Okay.
Okay.
First question
Okay.
is, in what ways can people in a family be similar to each other?
Okay. It depends on the family's member attitude and behavior. In many ways, they can follow each other. But if the guardian provide the proper instruction, you all the member need to follow these. If they follow this, they can be as like it to others. But if they haven't followed them, they would not be like to be others.
Okay. Do you think daughters are always similar to mothers than male relatives?
Okay, I do think so a bit. In not way, a daughter cannot be similar to their moms, but somehow we see that the daughter try to following his mother. What's his mother doing, or what his mother wants, for the satisfaction of the mother. Sometimes they following the mother orders, but whenever they have a time to change and they have a choice in careers or other things, if their mom is a physician, they would like to be physician, but somehow she cannot prefer this job. That time they can change their professions and try to persuading his mom to change this profession and prefer to enter in the preferable professions.
Okay. In terms of personality, are people more influenced by their family or their friends?
Would you repeat that? Sorry.
In terms of personality, are people more influenced by their family or their friends?
Okay, sure. The personality is important. The personality represents the family characteristics, family heritage, family cultures. Surely we learn, every person learns norms, values, and custom from his family. If the characteristics improve and which will be the exemplary for their community and friends and other people, we see that the person who belongs to generous personalities, others people like the communities people and family member, and as well as their friends, they follow them. In addition, if their characteristics is not good, that time people are saying that his family member is good, but he haven't liked them. He's different. So that's why everybody needs to learn values and customs and from their families to be a good person for the family, an example of their families.
Okay, here's your last question. How do people in your country feel about genetic research?
Okay, genetic research.
Yeah.
Okay, we know the genetic research is an emerging concept everywhere in the world, not only my country, but also everywhere in the world. So this concept, people are learning from their academic and for the genetic technology, the new device, new gadget has been discovered. Like for the people who is suffering from different diseases, like as diabetes, the insulin, they have needed insulin. The physician, the researcher who works in the lab, they utilizing their insulins as well as and they have and the type of hormones which is usable for this society people to know about technology, and alongside it, it's about the genetics.
Okay.
Thank you, Patel.
Thank you guys. That was awesome. Now let's take Akash and Sajjad. So you guys are partners. Sajjad, is it okay if you'll be the examiner first to Akash?
Yeah, no problem at all.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Akash, which part?
Q card actually.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
And I'll get back to you guys, Aneesh and Renjith. Sorry.
Describe your favorite weather. Describe your favorite weather. What kind of weather it is? When this weather usually occurs? What you usually do during this weather? Explain how this weather affects you, and explain why you like this type of weather. Do you want me to go through the bullet points again?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of weather it is? When this weather usually occurs? What you usually do during this weather? And explain how this weather affects you, and explain why you like this type of weather.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let me know when 1 minute is done, so that I can just note down the points.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
The weather I like to boost up is fall. Fall, that is autumn season. It is specifically seen in northern parts of America and like the USA and all. And this in this weather, this weather occurs generally from around August to October month, or maybe it can be stretched till November as well. In this season, leaves falls from the trees and the weather is quite pleasing, and a cool breeze goes on. It's quite amazing weather. We can even go out for walking, have chit chats with friends, roam around. I can also perform outdoor activities, which helps me enable my walking activities, as well as it will helps me gain physical strength. And usually the day is long in this type of situation where
Hello,
the
Vine.
sunset is at
Thank you,
around 8
Vine.
p.m. or 9 p.m. So we
Thank
get
you.
enough time to hang out around. Also we
I'll
can
visit you too,
different
Vine.
cities,
Thank you
places,
for visiting.
meet friends, families, have get-togethers, outdoor activities, visit amusement parks. The weather is quite pleasant, and also it helps to relieve stress. This weather is kind of quite harsh for the trees in this case, because the leaves falls and it leaves the land barren without any greenery. But yeah, I'm quite the opposite of the nature, that I like such kind of weather, as it is cool. And definitely I will go. I will suggest for other people to introspect and have much knowledge about this weather.
Okay, 2 minute time is up.
Okay.
Thank you. It was.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Please ask me questions from part 1.
Part 1? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, from part 1, it's about birthdays.
Do you enjoy your birthdays?
Yeah, I enjoy my birthdays, but when I was a child, I used to celebrate it more. But as a grown-up person, I don't celebrate it anymore. But of course, I enjoy it. I like it.
Okay. Do you usually celebrate your birthday?
As I was saying, when I'm in school, I used to celebrate. I used to invite my friends, or at my home, we used to cut the cake or have a small party in our house. But nowadays, I don't usually celebrate birthdays.
What did you do on your last birthday?
Last birthday, I did not do much thing because it was the lockdown because of this ongoing COVID situation. We just went out because my birthday comes in the fall, and that time the lockdown was not so hard. So my family and I went for a dinner at a restaurant, and that's all.
Okay. Can you remember a birthday you enjoyed as a child?
Yes, when I was in fourth grade, if I'm not wrong, my parents arranged a big party at our home. Back then, they invited most of our friends and family members, and I remember it. Different people came and they gave me a lot of gifts. Among them, there was a toy train, which I liked a lot because I always wanted to buy one, but I could not tell it to my parents. But on that birthday party, one of my uncle gave me that toy train, and that is the way I can remember it vividly.
Okay, great. Do most people celebrate their birthdays with a party in your country?
Yes, usually people like to celebrate their birthday by cutting a cake, inviting their friends, or taking them out to a restaurant. But nowadays it is kind of off because of this lockdown, and usually the younger generation are more keen to celebrating birthday parties, not the elderly.
Okay. Yeah, right. Which birthdays are considered important in your country?
There are different birthdays, like the birthday of the father of our nations, the birthday of especially the Victory Days of our Victory Day of our country, the birthdays of prime minister, presidents, and there are some famous people like our national poet. Those birthdays are mostly celebrated across the country.
That's it actually. You did great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. We have Humayan. Humayan, welcome. Humayan, what happened was I pasted already the invitation, but I forgot to tap the send button. So that's what happened. Good thing you messaged me.
Thank you, man.
Okay, you're welcome. You have some problem with your audio, but let's try. Guys, you still wanna do the talking for 1 minute, 2 minutes about something that you like to talk about? Let me know.
That's great.
Okay, thank you, Sajjad. And okay, let's do that. Humayan, which do you want? Do you want me to ask questions from part 1 or part 3, or do you want just to talk about something that you like to talk about?
Okay, so ma'am, so you can ask me part 1 and part 3 questions.
Okay, I only give you, it's either part 1 or part 3. Okay, I'll give you part 1 then. I'll give you 4 questions of part 1. And this is about keeping in contact with people. How do you usually contact your friends? Humayan?
Ma'am, could you repeat? I just missed the question.
How do you usually contact your friends?
Okay, so there are some several ways that I can meet with my friends, especially after my official time that I have fixed a schedule to some specific place, and as we are living in a technological era, mostly we are communicating with our phone, and then we are physically meet one another.
Okay. Next question. Do you prefer to contact different people in different ways?
It's depend on the issues that we have to contact. As we have the option that can meet physically, or sometimes if we are in rush in that time, that we can contact in online. But mostly I prefer to contact them with online, as there's some convenient way that we can avoid the traffic issues. At the same time, we can save our time.
Okay. Next question. Do you find it easy to keep in contact with friends and family?
Yeah, there are several advantages to have people if they are always maintain the contact with their family and friends. It can give us some stress-free life, and also we have the option that we can share our thoughts and dilemma with our closest person.
Okay, thank you so much. And your last question. How did people in your country keep in contact with friends and family in the past?
Okay, so if I would talk about the previous time, there are some there's some limited way that people are communicate with their friends and family, as we didn't have the time for communication by mobile or telephone. In that time, people mostly have to send their message by post. It's a kind of communication of the ancient process, like they have to send a document, and it was a physical process. At the same time, people can send a message by person.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Now, that was your last question. Let's go back to Aneesh. Aneesh, you can talk about something that you love to talk about. I'll give you 1 minute to talk.
Okay, madam.
Okay?
Okay.
And then, okay, just a moment. And then next is Renjith, then Jubaer, then Akash, then Sajjad, and back to Humayan if we still have time left. Okay, Aneesh, you can start. Thank you.
Today I would like to talk about one of the tradition in my country, because there are many tradition in our country in India, but nowadays it is the very popular tradition in my country, because we are actually keeping proper. We are actually keeping proper respect to everyone. So I think nowadays people are communicating with each other. That time we can self-respectfully we will do namaste. It's look like fingers upward and thumb faced in the chest. That way we we will respect to each other. I think it is the one of the most basic things in everyone's life, because it's not only touch anything, not people.
Okay, time is up. Now, Renjith, it's your turn. Thank you.
Okay. So now I would like to talk about the stock exchanges, where we know in every country we can see stock exchanges where we trade stocks of different companies. So the stock exchanges are very important for a country, and it is a driving factor which impacting the country's economy as well. So we know we may know what is a stock exchange. Stock exchange is a place where we can buy and sell the shares of different companies. So mainly it is two types. One is a primary and the other one is secondary. In primary market, we can buy the stocks of newly produced companies. We will call it as IPO, initial public offering. And in secondary market.
Okay, time is up. Thank you, Renjith. Jubaer, it's your turn. Okay. Okay, talk now.
Okay. Now I'm going to talk about water and rocks of weather due to the first time with rising the sea level. Since you can know in the morning we see there is a sunny days, but whenever in the morning it start raining. The reason it's mysterious and changing our weather so catastrophic way. Another thing is water. So some part of my country, people are been suffering.
Okay, time
Are
is
been
up.
suffering getting the waters. So
Time
due
is
to
up.
the
Jubaer,
plant, they plan it. They can get the water.
time is up. Akash, it's your turn. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about the recent product which I purchased online. It's a headphone, and I had ordered, and it was around $15, and I got it a discount of around $10, which was around $40. And after receiving it, they told it took a couple of days to get it. Around 10 to 15 days, but ultimately the product was not worth the wait. Actually, it was defective, and I had to return it back and inform him that there's a defect. It has an internal damage, for which I am not able to hear it in one side. So I had to provide them negative feedback about it, which was quite which was quite disappointing. And yeah.
Okay.
And afterwards, they returned me with they apologized and they returned me with
Okay.
the product.
All right, excellent. Now, Sajjad, your turn.
Okay. There is a rivalry going on between the giant companies like Microsoft, Apple, Google, and IBM. And among them, Apple. How did Apple stand out, and how did it become the richest company in the world? I'm going to talk about it. The main reason of Apple being the biggest company in the world is because of they get a lot of returning customers. So how does this happen? Because their user interface so friendly. If someone buys an Apple device once, the user interface is so smooth. He or she is just fall in love with this interface. So next time, if they want to purchase some other services, they usually go to the Apple Store. Also, they make their brand value very prominent, and they are very good at advertising and marketing as well. And also, they are selling some services based on which other online services such as
Okay. Thanks, Sajjad. Now, Humayan. Thank you, guys. We're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, Humayan, your turn. Jump in now.
Yeah. So, what about the question?
Just talk about something like that you want to talk about. A place, a car, a phone, a family, a person. Oh. All right. Humayan, Aneesh, Renjith, Jubaer, Akash. Sajjad. So me and Aneesh, Renjith and Jubaer, Akash and Sajjad, Humayan, Aneesh. All right, YouTube, thank you. Oh, thank you, YouTube, and bye now.